This is The Gist, the essential podcast for the discerning listener.
Welcome to The Gist. It is Tuesday, August the 11th, 2026. I'm John.
And I'm Mary. We are your smart friends on the go. We break down the news to find out who really benefits and why.
Let's start with the gist view. President Trump just signed an executive order called Delivering Gold Standard. It instantly reduces routinely recommended childhood vaccines from 18 down to 11.
The biggest logistical shift? The combined MMR vaccine, measles, mumps and rubella, will now be separated. Parents will have to get 3 different single disease shots for their kids.
The real story here is a massive shift in institutional power. The White House is bypassing the CDC, that is the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the federal agency actually built to manage national health.
Exactly. By dictating health schedules directly from the Oval Office, the administration gains immediate political capital. It delivers on a promise of parental choice to its political base.
But there is a clear trade-off. When political campaigning overrides technocratic competence, citizens bear the immediate costs.
In this case, families absorb the friction. They have to schedule more doctor visits and navigate the logistics. The administration fundamentally strips an independent health agency of its standard-setting power. They shift that authority right into the West Wing.
Moving to the global overview, we see another major power consolidation in Iran. Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei just appointed a man named Ahmad Vahidi to command the IRGC.
The IRGC is the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. They are the military branch solely dedicated to protecting Iran's political system.
According to the Wall Street Journal, this move comes right after United States and Israeli strikes took out several senior commanders. The Supreme Leader is locking down internal security. He is installing a hardliner to project strength and close ranks.
Speaking of locking things down, let's look at the United States financial sector. The SEC, the United States securities regulator, just charged a firm called Addit Ventures with fraud.
Bloomberg reports the firm hid fees from investors between 2019 and 2024. The founder, Eric Munson, falsely guaranteed clients early access to pre-IPO stock in huge companies like SpaceX and Klarna.
Pre-IPO means buying shares before a company goes public. Munson allegedly took $15 million from just one investor using these false guarantees. Who benefits? The fund manager. He collected real fees on a phantom product.
Finally, in global tech, the Wall Street Journal reports that TSMC expects massive growth. That growth is being driven by CPUs, or central processing units.
TSMC makes the world's most advanced microchips. They are riding a huge wave of demand for agentic artificial intelligence. That is artificial intelligence that doesn't just chat, but actually takes complex actions for you.
This confirms a huge trend we track on the show. Hardware providers like TSMC are locking in massive, guaranteed profits today. Meanwhile, the software companies buying those chips are still figuring out how to actually make money. The picks and shovels win the gold rush again.
Let's pivot to the European perspective. The European Union is rolling out its new Entry-Exit System, or EES.
The EES is a brand new automated IT system. It registers non-European Union citizens travelling for short stays. It totally replaces physical passport stamps across the 29-country Schengen area.
But the system requires fingerprints and a facial scan right when you arrive. This reveals a massive structural trade-off. Europe is sacrificing transit speed for absolute tracking.
Physical checkpoints are turning into human bottlenecks. The train operator Eurostar says processing times have jumped up to 5 times longer. The BBC and Financial Times report 2-hour peak wait times at major hubs like Amsterdam and Frankfurt.
Why do it? Because ink stamps are too easy to fake. This new biometric net stops sophisticated identity fraud. It automatically flags people who overstay their visas. The state gains absolute security, and travellers pay for it with their time.
Also in Europe, a new study from the CEPR, the Centre for Economic Policy Research, looks at how banking rules impact innovation.
They studied thousands of firms across 21 European countries over 3 decades. The finding? When regulators tighten credit to make the banking system safer, it actively crushes technological development.
Blunt financial tools choke off loans to financially constrained companies. That leads directly to fewer and lower quality patents. Policymakers are basically trading long-term technological dominance for short-term banking stability.
Last up, close to a 6-year financial saga. The French firm H2O Asset Management is fully liquidating 7 frozen funds.
Le Monde reports they will reimburse 615 million euros to about 8,000 investors. But the fight isn't over. Those investors are still suing the firm over these highly illiquid, risky investments that locked up their cash for over half a decade. Let's wrap up with the temperature of the day. Across the board, we are seeing authority reassert itself over flow. Whether it is the Oval Office centralising health mandates, Europe deploying biometric nets at the border, or regulators tightening credit, the common thread is control. Institutions are actively trading efficiency and innovation for stability and political capital.
That is the gist for Tuesday. If you found today's breakdown useful, you should definitely grab our daily newsletter. It's totally free, it's packed with the same sharp analysis, and it hits your inbox every morning.
Just tap the subscribe link right there in your show notes to get the gist for free. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you tomorrow.
The Gist, News Digest, and podcast are entirely written and produced by artificial intelligence. The Gist is out 3 times a day, every day, providing you with a liberal perspective on what to expect next. For more information and donations, visit thegist.online. Thank you for listening.